What's going on, everybody? Jake from Midstate Mitsubishi up in Auburn, Massachusetts here. We're going to show you how to hook up your My Mitsubishi Connect app and your Outlander, PHEV, or Eclipse Cross. So let's get started here down at the bottom. Once we do that, we're going to hit that scanner enter VIN button. It's going to ask for permission to use your camera. In my case, I've set up this app plenty of times, so it's not going to ask me. We're going to go down. We're going to scan the VIN down the lower part of the door right there. It's also on your window sticker. It's requesting. There we go. And as you go, you're going to agree to these terms and conditions that, we definitely read. There we go. And we're going to hit continue on there, confirm the VIN is correct. Now we're going to start typing in all your information here. In this case, I'm just going to create a sample profile. This is an actual customer's vehicle, so I cannot enter in their information, but you'll see it needs name, email address, phone number. And we're going to enter Mr. Sampleson here. We're going to go ahead, and he lives on Sesame Street up in Beverly Hills, California. Very proper place to live, if you can spell Sesame Street right. And as we go along, our next one over here, it's going to ask you to confirm that everything that you've entered in previously is correct. In this case, we're going to hit yes, it is correct. Now, in the next one, this is the trickiest part of the app. It's going to ask you to enter in a password. It must contain one uppercase, one lowercase, one number, and one special character between 8 and 15 characters. Now, in this case, I just put $3 Mitsubishi as we're going along. Any second now to populate. There we go. And we're going to hit continue on there. We're going to continue to the next part. We're going to enter in our security pin. I just did 0000, nice and easy to remember. And now it's going to bring us to the part where we pair it to the vehicle. So now on the car, we're going to go to the info screen right here. And then you'll see a Mitsubishi Connect button. Now in the future, you can actually go in here and call Mitsubishi for your roadside assistance and everything, which is pretty neat, or if you need support with your app. When you do that, your phone will vibrate, it'll buzz, and you can say continue. And now we're going to continue to the next screen. It's going to prompt and ask if you'd like to enter in a credit card. All that's doing is giving you a 30% discount on your third year of service. It doesn't charge you till your 2 years are up. In this case, we're doing this as a sample. We're going to skip our savings. We're going to hit sign in. We do have 45 days to claim that 30% discount on the third year service. And then your app is going to reboot, and it's going to look something like this. Face ID disabled. In my case, because I have an iPhone, Androids would say biometrics disabled. Now down here, you'll notice at the bottom, we have a fan button, a light, and a door lock. So we're going to go ahead and hit this fan button down here. And when we hit this fan button, we're going to have two options. We can start the climate, or we can schedule the climate. And what's cool is you can set the climate to whatever temperature you want. Now this is the plug-in hybrid, so it's actually going to use the electric motors to just use the climate of the vehicle. And you can also set timers on here. This really applies to the Outlander and the plug-in hybrid. So if you leave every day at 8 a.m. for work, you can set it up to start at that time every day, whatever time limit you set, and you can do 3 different ones. So if you leave at 8 for work one day, 9 on another day, you can do all that. And you can also go back out. We have our light button on there. If you just want to flash your lights at night and show off, or if you want to locate the car in a dark parking lot, it's pretty neat on there. I'm not going to do this in the showroom. Now, the next button we have down here is a door lock button. This is my favorite part. You can lock or unlock your doors remotely if you just forgot to lock your car, somebody needs to access it, and you're not around with the key. Now, down at the bottom, you also have a charge one, since this is the plug-in hybrid. You can schedule or start charging on this car. Now, the neat part about that is a lot of towns will offer cheaper electricity on off-peak hours, oftentimes between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. So you can go in here and you can set a charge schedule. So if you go in and plug it in at 6 p.m., for example, it won't start charging until 10 p.m., so that way you're not racking up your electric bill as much. You're paying a fifth as much for your electricity, which if you can save some money, that's the name of the game. That's why you're buying this car in the first place. So we're going to set a Sunday through Thursday timer. That's when we'd probably be charging it throughout the week. We'll hit set, and then we're good to go. We're going to turn it off in this case. Now we're also going to have our vehicle locator in here. You hit this little button at the bottom. It's going to prompt for a pin. I already entered it in this case, but it's going to show you exactly where your car is, but only if you're within a mile of the car for safety reasons, so some creep doesn't get your login and track where you're going. Nobody wants that, but you can go on here and see where you parked it if you lost it at the mall. You also have status of the vehicle. It'll show you your odometer, range, oil, fluids. In this case, my driver door was open, speed, mileage tracker, all that on there so you can see how you're doing. Now, you also have a button down here for services. It includes dealer services, in which case you can go and schedule service as a shortcut to there to a service scheduler. You can also call us from there. There's also a button on there for My Q Connected Garage you might have seen. There's a subscription-based service where you can open your garage door from the app in partnership with My Q Connected Garage. Pretty neat service. If you want to set that up on there, you can also connect it right to your app on there. We're going to go right back out of here, and you'll see that we also have a bunch of settings up in the top left. So if we go up in there, we have a My Account tab where you can go in and change your preferences. We have personal info in there. We're not going to go into there. You can go and manage your vehicles, which you can also have parental controls, which is pretty neat. In this case, it's not going to work because I have the door open or everything like that. But you can set a speed limit. It won't limit the vehicle, but it will alert you if your teen driver takes your car over a certain speed, 85 miles an hour in this case. You can set a curfew. You can set a geofence if you don't want to leave a certain town. There's a bunch of other settings in there. You can also add vehicles, remove vehicles. To start the process over every time you buy a new Mitsubishi. But that is the app set up on here. Nice and easy. You just got to follow the steps that the app provides you. That's all for today. Any other questions, drop them in the comments or give us a call over here. My name is Jake. The phone number is 508-832-8886. Thank you for watching.